If this is so, I myself invite to all those meetings that I have pointed out to take away the fear of increasing the consumption of drugs. I want these politics to be very well understood. Nobody can assure what is going to happen with this politics. But if history is good for something, if our experiences are good for something, is not to make a mistake again and again. If our experience is good for something, this must serve to demonstrate the truth of what I am saying. The fear must be erased. The regulatory policies, this based is not valid in the fear of the increase of the consumption. Then, if it is a fake, the prohibitionist politics, if those fears emerge from the coming out of a regulatory policies, isn't it possible to change this weird and useless politics that so many disgraces has brought to many places, particularly to Colombia? Because I'll say it again, the forces that oppose to this politic are powerful. Not only because it means great amounts of profit to politicians, but also for the fear of the chasing that may cause to support the thesis of the regulatory policies. The prohibitionist politics has served to the American government not only to obtain big profit from American narco dealers, but also for the corrupts obtain benefits as well. Because how is it explained that the drugs leave our countries, and thanks to the corruption of authorities that must be in charge to avoid that transportation, if they were not colluded with American corrupted authorities? In Colombia, I talked to one of the leaders of this business. The problem is that the drugs leave Colombia because of the corruption of our authorities. We had already destroyed the Medellin, the Cali, and because of the corruption of our authorities. And I said, yes, you are right. It is very hard to recognize this because it is true. There are many corrupt authorities that look all the way around and let the drug pass. But Mr. Brown, if this is true, we are fighting to end with this corruption. It is also true that the drugs leave our country because of the corruption, but it's also true that they enter the United States by corruption. I am not very keen on those American authorities, but aren't they so dummy that the drugs pass right under their noses and they are not aware of that? No. The drugs leave our countries because the corruption of our authorities, and we are struggling to fight it. But they do enter to the United States because of the corruption of the American authorities. Or is that they are real dummies, that the big bags pass under their noses in front of their eyes and they don't see it? Are they blind? Are they what? Or they are corrupted?
Well, in spite of the fact that there exist factors, as I said, that are very doubtful, that go into our legalizing policy or our proposal for legalization, to call it that way, we must continue to fight. If we don't do this, then our conscience will not be clear, and thank you very much for listening to me today.